All right, this is the neutral lap for the women's Becky Quinn points race. There will be, you'll hear a bell every 6 laps or every 2 kilometers. And the lap after that bell will be for points. Top 4 riders cross the line each time, score points. The rider with the most points at the end wins. If a rider laps the field, which would be the biggest group that is together on the track, they get 20 points. If a rider goes down a lap to the field, they lose 20 points. And they're off. I will try to keep up with filming this race.
From South Africa, roll through. Now Juliana Rutecki and the U.S. national champion Kim Zubris rolling through. Stephanie Hollemack for United back in T-Town with us. Hollemack spending a little more time in the criteriums recently. Julian Hall on the floor right now. Julian from the Combat program, and Leela Young, also from that program. Rolling through. Looks like Mackenzie Wells, our sprinter, jumping into our points race. So right now we have yet to ring the bell for an intermediate sprint, but I believe we're getting there. So you're going to hear the bell next time around, and it'll be 5, 3, 2, and 1 points on offer. There we go, first sprint.
All right, here's the first points lap. Reagan Padishal, who's leading right now, has a junior national record in the 2-kilometer pursuit. And Kim Zubris, I believe, is the reigning national champion in the, I'm not sure, I think Omnium, but I'm not exactly sure. I apologize, Kim, if you're watching this.
Takes that first intermediate sprint to shift that 5 points. Zubris down 1 point. Juliana Rutecki gets 2 points, and Jillian Hall with 1. So 4 riders of the 11 points. Next time around, we are going to, next time we ring the bell, more points will be available. So we're going to see, will it be Padishal, Zubris, and Rutecki and Hall all scoring again, or will it be different riders who score and get themselves into the overall standings? Zubris taking the short way around the track. between the black and the red arm. Managing her early on in this race.
Good job.
Paula Garcia. Taking a little pull there. Now riders at this point need to keep themselves near the front but not too far because they don't want to be pulling somebody's over line.
Alright, here comes sprint lap 2.
The next time around, second intermediate sprint, second of 12. Julian Hall taking onus here, jumped early. She's got herself a little bit of a jab here. Murteki tries to follow it, but Julian, nice and aggressive here as he comes into the second sprint. Juliana Murteki gonna come even here, but Hall will finish in the points. It's gonna be a nice finish there. So Murteki pulls through, she gets herself 5 points. We add that to the closing 2, so she now has 7. Hall comes along for 3 points. We add that to the 1, that means that she now has 4. Cattershall did not score, but she continues to have 5 points, so she will stay up in the tie for second with Zubris, who collected 2 points. Countering that last move, and Hollaback with the big advantage over the rest of the field. This early in the race, this can be an interesting tactic where Hollaback could get a whole bunch of points early on. And remember, if you lap the field, you get 20 bonus points. So Hollaback countering that last intermediate point sprint. A little unsure about the tactic, but then she commits to it. She's to bring across to it. And Hollaback and Cattershall get together. That could be very hard to bring back, and everybody else knows it. So Garcia gets right onto the front of the field and makes sure that Hollaback and Cattershall don't necessarily get away with Richard Bell.
There you go. Points lap 3.
Coming into the sprint. She's going to look to see if she can get herself a few more. Hollaback now onto the wheel of Cattershall. Here comes Murteki and then Beaker. Cattershall to the long. She takes that sprint. And Hollaback gets herself into the points for the first time. So she will be a new routine onto the board. Then Nico scores one more time, so she will now have 2 points. Cattershall pulls into the lead with 10 points. Hollaback holds on for 3 points, so that'll be the first time that she scores, putting her into 5th place in the race, just behind Julian Hall. Cattershall leads with 10, Kentucky in second with 9. Julian Hall together. Superstars down in the rankings. But it's so early in this point, there's a lot of points still on offer. Right now, Hollaback and Becky Quinn trying to work together here. Hollaback is on the race. working well together. Zubris doesn't like the looks of it. Zubris going to try and lift here. Zubris was out of those last curves. He's looking for the next intermediate. And then out by Zubris, figured out that underneath with Rutecki. Developing a very strong opening to this point race. Zubris looks at a turn 2. Rutecki holds on to that one with Pattershaw and Hall in third and fourth. Rutecki going to try to come off and around and make that pass at the line. So Rutecki getting the maximum points. And one more time we're seeing Hall get herself into those points. We'll see if anybody counters this move. Pattershaw though extends the advantage, we believe. So Rutecki now into the lead with 14 points. Pattershaw in second with 12. Zubris 3 points that last time through. She goes to 8. Moving back up into third. Hall gets 1 point, moves up in the overall to 5 points. Ahead of the Nika and Holloman. She's were adding her points every time through. Pattershaw has scored in all of the intermediate sprints, and she leads the race with 12 points. Excuse me, she scored in 3 of the 4 intermediate sprints, and she leads the race with 12 points overall. Zubris in second with 8. Rutecki, though, riding well with 14 points. A little bit of a change in the pace here. We're becoming into the space between these sprints. Rutecki leading with 12. Pattershaw leading with 14. Pattershaw in second with 12. Zubris in third with 8. And there's your bell for the next intermediate sprint. Let's see who's going to dive in. It looks like Pattershaw is going to take the first lead into turn number 1. And she will lead out of turn number 2. Zubris right into the draft as they come up though to see Carla Garcia getting herself into the points mix for the first time. Garcia going to see if she can hold on for this point for herself on the board here. And she will stay hold on for 3 points by Pattershaw, taking the maximum points there for 5 overall. Now Carla Garcia going to continue with the effort. She draws out Pattershaw on that last time through. But Garcia up into the points for the first time. Zubris with 3 points for second place. Garcia into the points for the first time with 2. And Juliana Rutecki with 1 point that last time through. Holloman tries to counter it 1 more time. Pattershaw now leads the race with 17 points. She jumps Rutecki down. Rutecki now into second with 15 points. Zubris into third with 11 points. Holds on with the 5, then Nika with 2. Runners back together. together. Every time Hollenbach tries to get away, she can't quite snap the elastic. Everybody's paying a lot of attention to her. She's very good at the sprints in the criterium circuit. And everybody needs it, so don't really giving her the leash. And a lot of track racing is about tactics. It's a whole lot about knowing when to snap the elastic against your competitors. Hollenbach has really spent a lot of time with us on the velodrome recently, but her ability is very apparent in her ability to create the gaps after these point sprints and capture the accelerations by the intermediate sprints. So here we go one more time. We're looking at 31 laps to go. 31 to go right now. Points on next time around. Leon occupying the scooter lane there. Will she go for some points? She's going to go for turn number 2. Leon leading into turn number 3. Can Young hold on for some points and put another name onto the score sheet for the intermediate point? She comes leading out of turn 4. Can she hold on? It's going to be Zubris with the maximum points. I believe Garcia going into the points next to the score sheet here and see where they finished out. Garcia tries to keep the pace high alongside Padishaw. We have a small group that wants to keep the pace going, and the field is not willing to let them go. Again, waiting for his score on that last point sprint to get an update on the results with Zubris to get the 5, so she's up to 16. Kentucky with 3, so she's at 18. We'll see who got 3rd and 4th in that last intermediate sprint. There we go. So Hollenbach getting the 2 points, so she is now up to 4. And Hollenbach onto the board for the second time, so she's also now to 4 points. And so Rutecki now leads again. She's with 18 points. Juliana Rutecki, number 16 from Bikeworks, presented by Fred Bean. She leads the race with 18 points. Padishaw, number 7, she has 17 points. Zubris, number 1, has 16 points. Julian Hall, number 261, is in fourth with 5 points. Colin Garcia, number 5, she is in 5th with 4, tied with Stephanie Hollenbach. And Jenny Van Meeker in 7th with 2 points. So the leader of the bike race, Juliana Rutecki, for Bikeworks, presented by Fred Bean. She's number 16 out there. We're just under the halfway point here. We have another intermediate sprint coming up. So the last intermediate sprint was the halfway point. Vinegar up high on the tracks, where she's physically in first. She's not in a great position to take advantage of it. And we're seeing Padishaw jumping away here. Padishaw on the front right now. And can she hold on to it? We're trying to come wide. Will be Hollenbach, but it's going to be Padishaw holds on just ahead of Hollenbach. So Hollenbach's trying to figure out the sprint here in Team Town. But Padishaw knows it better than anybody, and she will go to those 5. She now jumps first rider to jump into the 20s with 22 points. Hollenbach holds on for 3. She's up to 7 points, having missed out earlier in the points race. Rutecki gets into the points on that last time with 2, so she will hold on to the opportunity, but she now is looking at 20 points to Padishaw's 22. Zubris did not score that last time through, so she stays at 16. And Hollenbach now up into 4th, just ahead of Hall, who did score on that last intermediate sprint, but only with 1 point, so she moves to 6th. So Padishal now leading the race with 22. We're taking into second with 20, and Zubris in third with 16. Hollenbeck is starting to figure out the timing of the sprint. When to jump is very important here in T-Town. It's deceiving compared to road sprints. But Hollenbeck's starting to figure it out, but half the bike race has come and gone, and she was sitting in fourth, not quite yet into the double digits. Padishal leads with 22, Rutecki in second with 20, Zubris in third with 16. We have seen Zubris come back from these deficits before. Let's go! Late in a race and starting to pad points. Alright, next sprint coming up, 20 laps to go. Padishal on the front right now with Zubris right behind. Rutecki is there as well. Hollenbeck is trying to get those points, but Paul is trying to fight the way inside. We come to the line and it will be Padishal. It looks like Hollenbeck did find her way to the front, but Padishal collecting 5,000 points at last time. So she is going to go to 27. Zubris holds on for 3. That'll put her at 19 with 16. Rider 16 will get 2, so she will get her 22 points. So your top 3 scored in order on the last time around. Padishal leads with 27, Rutecki with 22. Right now! So between first and third, still a lot of wiggle room to change your overall positioning in the Becky Quinn points race. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more sprints. Another variable in here, which I didn't talk about in the opening, is that final point sprint is with the double points. 10, 6, 4, and 2. So 10, 6, 4, and 2 points available. That's in comparison to 5, 22, and 1 during the intermediate sprints. But the final sprint, 10, 6, 4, and 2 points. Double the points also means double the spread. And on a bike race that's very tight on the point spread, that double gap can be very important in determining who has the opportunity for the bike race. A little bit slowing of the pace here as the cumulative fatigue of these intermediate sprints really starting to ramp up, and the riders need this extra time to recover from the intermediate sprints. This is going to play into favor for Hollenbeck, actually, even though she's very far down. Her only chance here is to fight off Hall for the 4th place. Hollenbeck just went ahead of Hall for 4th overall. We'll see if that position changes or if Hall will be able to move herself back up into 4th in our Becky Quinn points race this evening. Rutecki, once his maximum points, he's trying to get there early right now. Rutecki dives now. She's between the red and the black line, but she's got Hall right there. It's a good position for Hall. She's trying to fight off Hollenbeck, who's right behind her. Rutecki going for maximum points. Hall wants more points than Hollenbeck. Looks like she might get it. Rutecki holds on. Hall holds on. She gets out of Hall. Looks like Garcia will go to the camera to see if number 5 held on. Let's see where Padishal finish out as well. Garcia does hold on for 1 point. And Padishal and Rutecki now tied with 27 points each. Palm scoring there, that's going to be good for her. She's got within 1 point off Holomack. Holomack also scored there. And then he was trying to jump around, so Palm scoring. You can see the Holomack definitely figuring out the sprints. As we go deeper into this, Danny Van Nieker now going late here. So Van Nieker going at this point in time, she is currently on the sprint with only 2 points. So with only 2 points at this point, there's a chance that the other racers may allow her to go. She will soak up 5 maximum points. And so Padishal, Jubers, and Rutecki have to decide how dangerous that is. Here we come into this next intermediate sprint. Van Nieker off the front right now. So if you're off the front by yourself, the lead from behind by Padishal and Holomack. Really trying to get as many points as possible. Let's see if Van Nieker can hold on with the 5 maximum here. That'd be great for her to lift her up a little bit. If she gets a 5 maximum, she'll now be fighting for 4th overall, but here comes the rush from behind. Van Nieker tries to get there. She won't go on. And at the line there will be Zubris, Padishal, and Holomack. So Holomack not scoring there. So Holomack will extend the advantage to 11 over Holmes' 9. Van Nieker gets the 5 at maximum. She will go to 7. So the race for 4th is definitely pretty interesting right now. Race for the overall up at the front. You have Zubers getting 3 points. Padishal scoring 2 points to 29. And Rutecki not scoring that last time through. So Padishal leading. With 31. No, 29, that's right, yeah. So right now we're going, so 29 points there for Padishal, 27 for Rutecki, and 22 for the Zubers. Holomack with 11, Palm with 9, and Van Nieker with 7, Holomack with the 5. So first through third, very tight. 29, 27, 22 for first through third, with Reagan Padishal leading the race with the 29. For 4th place, you have Holomack, Palm, and Van Nieker, each separated by 2 points. Another counterattack here by Van Nieker. Now with the race very tight at the top of the standings, it looks like the field now will go. This is the last intermediate sprint. Final 5, 3, 2, 1 point. Van Nieker with a bit of an advantage. Padishal now to let this go. Padishal going left here. We make the catch. And now we're looking at maximum points at the front. Padishal trying to keep herself protected here with 100 to go. Does Rutecki have what it takes to come up and around? And you see it in the line. Padishal only 1 more, and she will. The race for 1st and 2nd and for 4th all coming to the line there together. Padishal getting 5 maximum points. She now goes to 34. Rutecki
All right.
getting 3.
One more sprint lap coming up. The finish. Last lap is double points.
Fade a bit here in the last part of the race. She's at 22. Meanwhile, Holomack getting 2 points. She's at 13, fourth up the rounds here. Third looks to be relatively safe with Zubris. Quick math here says that Zubris does not have to score to still retain third overall. She simply goes for some points that guarantee she doesn't have the issue of going to the looking for. So who wants to claim this Becky Quinn trophy here tonight? Will it be an Ashaw Rider of the Year? Will it be truly on Kentucky? Kentucky to win, she needs to win the last one, and somebody needs to be between herself and Patterson for that match to work. So Kentucky needs to win the last sprint, and Patterson can't score higher than third in order for Kentucky to win. Meanwhile, Patterson can win by winning or scoring just one place behind Kentucky to play the remainder of the season. Here we go. T-Town, you all can get mixes right here. Get to the finish line. As they come around next time that they're going to hear the final bell, you're going to be stomping on the grandstand and banging your hands on the board. Becky's going to grab the shirt one more time to see who's going to get this Becky Quinn trophy here this evening. As we wind up the tempo here, we're still all together. Let's hear T-Town. Let's Becky's winning red. As we're going to see 4 laps to go. Patterson drops in there. Patterson runs his fast. Patterson now leading the charge around. Patterson on the front. Early on, does she have a taste of through Kentucky? Remember, the first place is between Kentucky and Patterson. Patterson wins his final sprint, but Kentucky goes even. Will Zubris get ahead of Patterson? Kentucky home match and then Patterson. Will we have the math we need to see whether or not Kentucky gets the overall race win? Zubris, your national champion, came through to get 10 points. She will finish with 32. Kentucky finishes with the 6. Kentucky, I believe, we're playing the race win with 36 points, tied with Patterson, scoring ahead on the final sprint compared to Patterson. And Kentucky will take the race win with 36 points.